Back to another live stream. We're going to keep things a little bit quieter and less boisterous than normal because we're in the house. And we don't normally stream in the house, but it is winter soon in Canada. It's already pitch black. It's 8 p.m. and she'd be dark out there. So we're just going to do some work in the kitchen. We're dealing with sugar pumpkins today. So we just pulled these guys out of the oven. They are warmed up and ready to scoop away for making pumpkin pie. So we are going to let them cool for a little longer before we get into that. Avery, how are you doing? Long time no see. I hope you are doing well. I hope so far school is going well for you this year. I guess, time is flying. We're already a month in. I'm doing pretty good. My back is healing quite well. And right now, I got to go through all of these pumpkin seeds. So we did, what did we do? Two full sugar pumpkins here. Already did one over there. Here's another sugar pumpkin here. And so I got to go through and separate the seeds. I'm going to separate a bunch of them so that we can preserve them for next year. I'm going to preserve the seeds so that, hey, Freshly and Knife Making, how you guys doing? Avery, I went through and I removed a whole whack of mods because I had a little too many on the channel. For people who hadn't been here for a long time, I just went and cleared it out just to, we had some issues with some of the moderators getting a little crazy on here. So we just trimmed her down a bit. Yeah, we're just going to go through all these pumpkin seeds. So I'm going to preserve a bunch of pumpkin seeds for planting pumpkins. These are sugar pumpkins. So I want to preserve a bunch of them for planting next year. And then I'll probably bake a bunch. My son wants me to save them all, but I got 1,000 pumpkin seeds here. Max, go to sleep. My son's hollering in the background. I'll tighten up my tripod because it's getting a little wonky on me. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep you guys on the counter. So yeah, anyway, we're just going to go through all these seeds, separate them out, and then we got to dry them. Do you vacuum seal them? No, so all we're going to do is we're going to put, for the ones that we're going to be planting next year, I just need to lay them all out on a cookie sheet after I get all the pulp and stuff off of them. So I'm going to lay them out on a cookie sheet and then let them dry for a week or two. And basically once they crack in half and split instead of just bend, that's when you know they're dry enough, when they actually crack. And once they are dry enough, then it's just a matter of putting them in a can and then storing them in the back of the fridge. So they will live in the fridge until next year. So for now, I just got to get all the pulp off of them. Let's get you guys set up in a way that we can actually kind of see what I'm working with here. And don't worry about it, Avery. Freshly says, oh nice, sprouted pumpkin seeds are so nutritious. SCL says, what are you cooking? Well, we're getting ready to make some pumpkin pie. We've got we're gonna just store the filling for tonight, but I got to scrape these. So we cooked these, got to scrape them, and then yeah, get all that nice filling out to make pumpkin pie. But right now we're going through all of our seeds. So we're going to separate a bunch of them out and got to just wash them, get the pulp off, get them ready for putting in cans so that we can plant them next year. This is a weird angle. I'm like a giant face in the camera. It's a terrible angle. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. Can you tell I'm used to streaming outside with the cow and the goats and stuff and not in the kitchen? I do not have a setup going on here. But gotta separate it all out, then dry it. And TH Outdoors, how are you doing? And our other friend here in the chat, how's it going? And Weston, how you doing, Weston? So we heard back from the person who is going to be hauling our donkeys for us. The person who is picking up our donkeys in another 2 weeks had an incident come up, I guess in the family kind of thing. And so they are no longer able to do it for us. Don't worry, that doesn't mean we're not getting the donkeys. It just means we had to find another hauler. And so we're not going to get the donkeys now until the end of the month. So I was going to get the donkeys in 2 weeks. Now it'll be the very end, I think, like literally Halloween. So Halloween will be Donkey Day. That'll be when we get our donkeys back. It'll either, I guess it depends. If they do it in one day, if they bring the donkeys back that same day, we'll get them Halloween. Otherwise, we will get them on the 1st of November. So if you guys want to see our new donkeys, subscribe. And next month, I guess, the 1st of the month, we'll do a live stream with the donkeys. It's going to take about a week probably of mostly having them in the barn, getting them used to us. And yeah, basically what we do is we just put the animals in the barn, go out there every single day with them, spend time with them, give them treats and love. You got to be careful. Donkeys don't want to give them too much treats, but you want them to love you. So give them enough treats that they fall in love with you. And then, yeah, fun fact about donkeys versus things like cows and stuff. They can actually put on weight really fast, and they can get really fat really fast. You don't want fat donkeys. You want healthy donkeys. And the reason for that is donkeys traditionally came from a desert territory. You know, think the Middle East. And so they're used to not having lots of nutrition. So they hold their weight really well. They store nutrition really well. But because of that, they can get overweight. And Apollo and Layla is in the chat. I've got a message held for review. Let's click on that. Steve, I don't know why it took that as an inappropriate comment held for review. But guys, go check out Apollo and Layla on YouTube. He's got a goal of hitting 50,000 subscribers this year, and he's very close. And I mean, a channel with 50,000 subscribers means that it deserves your love. So go check it out. I actually have some Apollo and Layla swag coming. I'm just waiting for it to show up, and then you know I'll be repping that all month. And Weston says, can I meet your dog? You know what? She's outside, but I think she does want to come in. So, Weston, I'm going to make your night, and I'm going to make your request. Let me aim you guys towards the door, and let me go get her. 1 second, I got to go find her. And yes, we are, oh boy, try not to drop the tripod. Gonna scrape out these pumpkins for some pumpkin pie filling. Okay, bear with me 1 second, guys. Come on, Lil. Come on, Lily. Come on, Lily. You want to come in? Lily. Lily. She's hiding under the house. Come on, Lily. Come on, Lil. Lily, this is your last chance. Lily. There you are. Come on. I was wondering where you were. Oh, let's go say hi to the camera. Come here. Oh, yes, Lily. Here's Lily. Took a hot minute for her to come out and say hello. Lily, where are you? Where are you, Lily Beans? Lily, sit. Good girl. Good girl. This is an orange slice. You don't want that. Yes, this is Lily. Lily says hi. She's a good girl. And Elle says, thanks, you seem like a good person. Well, thank you. And Andrew Tate, not the real Andrew Tate, I presume, says, I am a Jew and I stand with Palestine. Oh boy, maybe you are the real Andrew Tate. And Arthur McAllister says, you look like a white hiker in France during summer. That is very specific. That's a very specific look. Yeah, we're just sorting through some pumpkin seeds here, separating out the pulp just so that we can preserve them for planting. These are sugar pumpkins, so they're going to make some fantastic pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. Up here in Canada, for those American friends, up here in Canada, we do Thanksgiving a month before you guys. So this coming weekend is actually Thanksgiving weekend for us up here in Canada. And if you think we're just crazy, I mean, it makes sense, right? It's colder up here. Our harvest season is a little sooner than down there. So it just makes sense that we would do this a month early. So I got to separate all the pulp. I'm basically going to wash them all here. Normally I don't wash them this thoroughly if I'm just eating them, because a little bit of pulp's no big deal. But when you are preserving them, the problem with having any pulp on them is that pulp holds moisture, and that moisture can cause rot, and you don't want to ruin an entire batch of seeds by having them having some pulp on there. So just clean all those up, and then yeah, we'll see how many we end up doing. I'm going to put them in jars after they dry. So it's going to take about a week or two on the counter for these seeds to dry out. We're getting there. We're getting there. So I'll spread them out on paper towel, and then anything that I decide I'm not going to keep, we're going to fry up and eat. And Paul Adventures says, welcome everyone to the live. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. And guys, go check out Paul's channel. Paul's been posting a little more regularly there. Go check out Paul's YouTube channel. Give him some love. And Hera Sink said moisture. Does that excite you, Hera? We got that evening crowd going on. This is the My Wildlife After Dark edition. Normally, guys, for those who are just tuning in for the first time, normally we are on my off-grid homestead. And normally we are out with the goats and the cows and the chickens and all that fun stuff. But come the winter, it's pitch black out there. And being off-grid, it's kind of hard to light up the field. So we are just going to do this live stream in the kitchen. And then come this weekend, we will be on during the day. And we will be able to... I don't know, we'll be able to get into some shenanigans and do some outdoor stuff. I'm kind of thinking that I might, this weekend, my wife and kids are leaving me to go visit their family for Thanksgiving weekend. And so I'm thinking, while I'm here watching the farm, maybe I will go exploring in the forest and see what kind of cool things I can do and do a long form video. I was watching some Coyote Peterson, Brave Wilderness. And it really made me want to just get out in the forest and see what I can find. And so I think we'll do that. Chris says, hi. Chris, how you doing? And then I was also talking to another YouTuber, Poverty Hill Adventures. Go check out Poverty Hill Adventures. And he does a little post, a really wholesome post every month about his different paintings and carvings and stuff like that. Anyway, he was showing off some of his sketches in his sketchbook, and it got me thinking, you know, it might be nice to go for a walk in the forest, bring the sketchbook, find a nice log to sit on, and just do some sketching. Find a nice tree, find a nice mushroom, find something fun, and draw it in the sketchbook. So I think we'll do that this weekend too. And Paul says, cooking pumpkins and washing pumpkin seeds to dry for next year's garden. You got it, my man. We are... My son meticulously plucked every single pumpkin seed he could out of these pumpkins, and he wants to plant them all. And I'm trying to tell him that I don't want to... You guys probably couldn't hear that, but my son yelled from his bedroom, don't you dare cook a single one. He wants to plant them all. I don't think he understands how many seeds we have here. And Kevin says, I want some pumpkin cookies. You know what? 'Tis the season. I drank a pumpkin spice latte from Tim Hortons this morning. So pumpkins are in the air. 'Tis the season. But what my son doesn't realize is with all these pumpkin seeds, I got to lay them all out nice and flat, the ones that we're going to keep. And in order to dry them out, now, let's make sure he doesn't come out of his... Max, you got to go back to bed. I'm on live streaming. You're in your underwear.
Hey, Daddy?
Yeah.
Please don't dry them.
Okay, go to bed. Go to bed, buddy.
Please.
Okay, go to bed.
Are you not going to, or are you?
This is why I usually wait till they're sleeping to live stream, but this kid doesn't want to sleep anymore. My oldest son here, he is 8 years old. But he doesn't know how to be appropriate online, and I don't want to get banned. Maximus, you gotta go. Close the door.
Don't.
Okay, whatever, man. Go to sleep. What a little cracker. The problem with trying to dehydrate them all is that I don't have enough counter space to dehydrate this many. Sorry, I'm listening to him in his bedroom to see what he's doing. Uh, and Himbob says, I feel him. I don't ever sleep, and I'm 17. And Metin, sorry, my friend from Istanbul. I hope you are having a fantastic night. Unfortunately, I only speak English. So yeah, anyway, we're going to sort these out as best we can here and just chit chat. So if there's anything specific you guys want to talk about, by all means, talk to me. For anyone who has been on some of these live streams before, I was mentioning that I'm getting a couple donkeys. I was going to get them in about a week or two. Got pushed back another couple weeks, so now it'll be the end of the month or start of November. That literally November 1st. I had to switch haulers and get a different person to haul them. So normally I would go and haul these animals myself, but I had spinal surgery coming on 6 weeks ago. And so I can't do the drive. These things are far away. They're like 9 hours one way. So it's almost a 2-day trip. And right now, while my back is healing, there's no way I can sit in a truck that long. So gotta have someone else pick them up for me this time around. How many kids do I have? I have 5 sons. 5 sons. And Apollo and Layla says, is Halloween big up there? And I think Apollo and Layla, sorry, I missed it with the shenanigans with my kid and the dog, was saying, do you guys do a turkey dinner? So yeah, turkey dinner is the traditional Canadian Thanksgiving meal, same as America. We probably just stole that tradition from you guys. But what we do at my house normally, when we're doing Thanksgiving here, we'll do like duck or chicken because we raise them. And so yeah, we'll either do duck or chicken for Thanksgiving normally. However, my wife is going to her parents' house with the kids for Thanksgiving. And so she'll probably do turkey and I'll probably do, I don't know, maybe I'll do a steak and pierogies. Maybe that'll be my Thanksgiving dinner. Because I'm not going to cook a whole chicken for myself. And Himbob says, holy, I can barely babysit my 2 cousins. And one of the cool things that the town closest to us does, Stephen, for Halloween, they do what's called trunk or treating. There is still trick or treating, but it's less popular. And so what happens is a lot of the businesses get together in one of the big parking lots in town. And a bunch of the businesses will give away candy to all the kids and kind of rep their businesses. So people will do big displays, big setups. You'll have all like the car dealerships and small local businesses. And yeah, everyone will do a bit of a display, get dressed up, and do a themed Halloween that way. Oh, Max, did you steal Lily? Come on out, bro. Okay, Lily. Sorry, my kid stole the dog when he when he opened the door. I guess I can close these. Ah! It never ends. Do you guys ever do this thing? So today I was in my truck listening to my phone, plugged in, listening to a podcast, and when I hey, Poverty Hill Adventures, I was mentioning your recent video there earlier. Do you guys ever plug your phone in, set it down, listen to music like through your truck, through your car, and then check your pockets and say, oh no, did I forget my phone? I did that today. I went and got groceries, and when I was leaving the grocery store, I was like, oh no, where'd I put my phone? Meanwhile, I was listening to a podcast, so clearly I had my phone. And Poverty Hill Adventures, Brian, my back is doing pretty good. I'm a little stiff because I've been up for quite a while, but I'm healing really well. I see my surgeon on Friday, and so I get some x-rays and imaging done, and so we'll get a better idea of how well my back is healing come Friday. One of the things I'm going to ask him, I'm super antsy to get back in the gym. Now, my spine is still healing for like another 2 months. But, you know, I figure things like preacher curls, lat pull downs, lat raises, stuff like that, I'd like to think I could do. I don't want to overdo it, but I'm eager to get back in the gym. That's all I have to say about that. And Brian, I was just saying, Poverty Hill Adventures, I was just saying to everyone how after watching your recent YouTube video, I want to grab my sketchbook maybe this weekend, and I'll bring it into the forest with me and go see what I can see. Go see something that inspires me and go do some sketching. Maybe I'll bring the camera with me. Maybe I'll live stream from the forest. I don't know. Maybe I'll just coordinate that one as a longer form video. Maybe a YouTube short. I don't know. I would like to be a little more intentional about doing more long form videos. I love these live streams. I love chatting with you guys and hanging out with you guys. But, you know, it's also fun to do some long form videos as just an alternative way to continue to grow the channel. So maybe I will do a sketching in the forest series. And yeah, it'll be one part adventure, one part drawing. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll do a couple of those and see how they go. So yeah, maybe I will do one of those this weekend. It's only going to get posted if the drawing's good. And Ken Flo says that. That would be my son, guys. That would be my son sabotaging the live stream. He's turning on a speaker in his room. I have a Bluetooth speaker in his bedroom, and he turned it on so that, yeah, yeah. What a little shenanny. So sorry, guys. I don't know when he turned it on. I don't know when I lost you guys. Max, you're sabotaging my live stream. I'm just glad he can't hear you guys. We heard him pressing buttons. Well, Stephen, thank you for saving me there. Yes, I think I was talking about my spine. For those who don't know, I had a injury playing hockey. Max, you gotta go to sleep, bud. I'm starting to get a little frustrated because you were supposed to be sleeping over an hour ago, right? So here's what I'm gonna tell you. If you don't go to sleep or you don't try to sleep, you just stop playing shenanigans. If you keep causing shenanigans and being ruckus, I'm gonna delete those videos off your camera. That's the ultimatum. Because to me, it's telling me that you're too rowdy. You're getting too hyped up before you go to sleep. Okay, that's the last I'm gonna hear from you. Love you, bud. So I let my son, I was listening to music while I was hanging out with the kids, and I let my son, he's got a little portable camera. It's really cool. It's kind of like a Polaroid camera. It's not the brand Polaroid, but as you take pictures, it prints out, but it also has video recording. And so I let him record. He wanted to listen to things like Skibbity Toilet, you know, kid stuff. And I let him record it on his phone or on his camera. But it's driving my wife crazy because all he wants to do is listen to his camera playing Skibbity. And so anyway, that's kind of my only threat I got on him right now is if he keeps causing shenanigans, I'm gonna have to delete his videos. So anyway, sorry guys. Himbo wants to have my dog. And my dad voice is scaring me. That was my dad voice while I'm streaming. That wasn't even the scary dad voice. That's the like most polite, nice dad voice I can have. And Ken Flo said it'll fade. And I bet one of his totems is coyote. And Chevy said, how is your night going? It's going well, man. It's going well. And speaking of coyote, so I was watching some videos last night from Coyote Peterson, you know, Brave Wild. It's interesting watching his early videos because like on Amazon Prime, his very first video, the first half of it, he's almost scared or intimidated to touch any of the animals he's touching, you know, the scorpions and stuff. But then, you know, the way the YouTube grind goes, as time goes on, it's like it goes from like being super nervous to handle a scorpion to let's find the most dangerous, most nasty scorpion I can find and intentionally get stung. It's pretty wild stuff. But it did make me, while I go into the forest this weekend, it does make me want to intentionally see what kind of critters I can find, to do some Coyote Peterson style vlogs. Because it's just a lot of fun to get out there and learn new things. And Hester says, what are you cooking? We are just going through sorting out our pumpkin seeds, which we just finished. And then we've got the pumpkins over here, nicely steamed. What is it, Max? Don't worry, I'm not cooking any right now. So I got to scrape these pumpkins to get the filling out so that my wife can make a pumpkin pie. So we just went through and washed all of the seeds. Now I need to lay out a bunch. So with these pumpkin seeds, we're actually going to lay a bunch of them out on a cookie sheet with paper towel, and we're going to try to preserve them for planting for next year. Whatever I can't fit on the cookie sheet, then we'll fry those up. Falcon says, I've been bitten by a scorpion. It was actually kind of invigorating. Was it, can some scorpions make you hallucinate? Soldier says, have you ate sweet potato pie? I don't know if I have had potato pie. What's that? My wife is saying that is not a Canadian thing, so I haven't. Kenflo says, lower your voice maybe. I know I'm too loud. Poppy says, how you doing? Max sounds cool and love how you handle your son. And Himbo says, hey, do ride a bike for fun? I do, so fun. Like a pedal bike? I have a pedal bike, I don't ride much. I used to have a motorcycle and dirt bikes. Actually, when my son was probably about 2 years old, I ended up selling my motorcycle. And Chris says, I like your channel. Thank you, friend. And Soldier says, how do you stay so healthy? I mean, I'm not. Here's how I stay healthy. And I wouldn't say I am. So one, I have a wonderful wife. Lily, don't go scratching underneath the piano. I don't know what kind of Fruit Loop is under there, but don't go scratching for it. You're not going to move the piano. You're just going to ruin the floors. Here's Lily. Lily is normally an outside dog, but I want to reaccustom her to being in the house because we're getting 2 donkeys. And so the donkeys can keep the chickens and the ducks and the goats all safe. So I want her to get used to being in the house again, but I don't know if I can handle her. I'm so used to not having a dog in the house. I'm so used to you being a farm dog, so when you're scratching away at the floors, it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy, girl. Now I gotta wash my hands because we're handling food. Isn't that right, Lily? Anyway. Lily is a girl, unless you're saying, I'm so cute, then thank you, Chris. And Ken says, you like the Karate Kid? The Karate Kid's fantastic. The new ones are actually really good too, Cobra Kai. Really not bad. I actually was doing karate with my son last year, but my back blew out this year, so I had spinal surgery. Falcon says, have you been out fishing or hunting, man? Any luck? I haven't been this year. Actually, yesterday I went and helped my neighbors. Their cows got out. We had a super bad storm, blew a bunch of trees down, landed on their electric fencing, and some of their cows got out. And so I helped them go and get eyes on their cows, find their cows out in the forest and stuff. But while I was looking for the cows, I found a lot of partridge, which is a type of bird that you hunt. And so it made me really want to grab the gun and go hunting, but I'm healing right now. On Wednesday, I'm probably going to have one of my buddies come over, and we're going to, I'm going to make him, because I can't do labor right now, I'm going to make him mow down a section of my back field where I don't have the cows, and probably put out some of my geese decoys, so that we can maybe try to get some... Lily, don't go under the piano. Lily, I'm going to have to put you back outside soon, girl. Go lie down. So yeah, hopefully he can get some geese. I'll let him hunt, and then he can give me some of the food. And Philip Paparanhos. I am sorry I butchered your name, friend. Philip says hello from Brazil. What time is it in your country? It is 8:30 p.m. Help us at United 24 says hi. And Max the Exquisitor says hi. How you doing, buddy? Do you have cats at home? No cats, just the dog. Just the dog. So at my homestead here, I've got cows. Well, I have one cow right now. We've had a total of 3, but we're getting 2 more. Actually, on Wednesday, I'm going to go see the 2 that I'm picking up. And so we're going to have 3 cows. We did pigs, but they're in the freezer. We've got goats, rabbits, ducks, and chickens. So a nice little homestead. We're going to be back up to 3 cows, and we're breeding them. Our Black Angus is pregnant right now, so we should have a baby in the spring. And then the other 2 are just heifers. That means they're only 6 months old. A heifer is a cow that hasn't had a baby yet, a female cow that hasn't had a baby yet. And so those heifers will breed them next year, so we can then the following year have some more baby cows on the property. I'd like to get our total cow count up to about 7 or 8. They need anywhere from 1 to 5 acres per cow. My pasture field's about 30 acres. I have 156 acres in total, but a bunch of it's forest. But I think our property can more than adequately handle 7 to 10 cows. Feels like somewhere around that 8 is a nice number, especially because when you're breeding them, you're going to have mom calf pairs, and so you're going to have more than 8. So if I had 8, I really have up to a max 16. So anyway, and Himbob says, I'm saving for a nice mountain bike. My wife has a fantastic mountain bike. And David says, hi. How you doing, David? I don't know if you guys saw, but I found it really inspiring. Mr. Beast, you know, the biggest YouTuber ever right now, 443 million subscribers. He did a video where he put a video, you can schedule videos for future upload. And so he scheduled one for 10 years. So in 2015, October 4th, he scheduled one for 10 years out. And it was just kind of inspiring, the fact that he was uncomfortable on camera, he lacked confidence, he didn't know if he was going to be successful at it. You know, his goal was in 10 years to be at 1 million subscribers. And to see how fast he grew his channel in 10 years, 10 years is not a lot of time. Once you guys have kids, if you don't already, you won't understand the shenanigans. Hey, Malachi. Lily, leave him alone. I don't show my kids on live stream, by the way. So, yeah, had to. Do you need to go potty, bud?
Yeah.
Lily.
Turn the camera, honey.
It's off. Like away. Come on, bud.
I'll take it. Just keep the camera off.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I don't like showing my kids on camera, especially at nighttime because they're in their pajamas and stuff. But I personally, my thoughts on kids on camera is I don't want to use them for views, and I don't want them to get a contorted feeling of reality. And everyone loves one-on-one attention and the attention that comes with videos. But while they're children, I want them to develop their prefrontal cortex and be comfortable with who they are and not feel like they have to perform. So I leave my kids off stream, and he's also like sleepwalking because he had to go to the potty. That was Malachi. He is 6.
Hey, Justin.
Yes.
Malachi's not feeling super well, so.
He's not feeling good?
No, so you need to anything soon.
Really? Hey, Malachi. Is your tummy sore? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to spin you guys around this way for a second. Malachi's got a sore tummy, and so I'm going to let you guys go. We're going to end this really, really early tonight, but just in case he needs my help. So I appreciate you guys stopping by and saying hi. We're going to wrap this one up. This is Matthew, we've been streaming for 30 minutes, but we're in the house today, and my son just woke up, and he's not feeling too good, so I just want to go make sure he's okay. So I'm going to end the stream now. Thanks for joining, guys, and we will chat again later.